T, we got one. We got one. All right. Southern Miss registered their second win
Yep.
on the campaign by knocking off rival Tulane on the road.
Mm-hmm.
On the road in a game that my brother tells me we were picked
12,
to a
12 and a half. 12 and a
12 and a
half
half
underdog.
point underdogs.
Yeah.
Okay. But we pulled off a win on the road, 27-24. And this win was highlighted by several great plays on special teams. Okay. Got to shout out those young men on special teams.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
I know my brother will remember when we were growing up, Beamer ball from Virginia Tech up there. Where, Virginia Tech, where Michael Vick played America. Okay.
Yep.
That's where he played his football. All right.
Yep.
And we know that man used to stress special teams. So maybe Will Hall is down there trying to preach all three phases for real, for real. The nasty bunch got a pick six.
Sir.
Okay. Something we love to see. All right. And Mr. Caston led the way offensively with 8 catches, 91 yards, and a tub. Okay. And T's man, Mr. Wilkie did, he is their quarterback. All right. True freshman.
Managed it. He managed it.
He's right there at QB, as my brother called. Okay. He did say in weeks prior that Mr. Key's job might be in jeopardy. And it looks like that might be the case. All right. So, T, what was your reaction to Southern Miss's victory versus Tulane, dog?
It's 3. Listen, when you go to the barbershop, you don't ask the barber for one phase of your head to get cut.
Okay.
It's 3 phases
to
this game.
Uh-huh.
You got the front, the back, and the sides. Now, however you want to look at it, wherever you want to put special teams at, where you want to put the defense at, where you want to put the offense at, that's fine. But it's 3 phases to football. And all 3 of them phases delivered at some point tonight. And that's the thing that Southern Miss has been great about in the glory years, in the years where we were there, and the Fedora years. We had all 3 phases. It may not necessarily be overwhelming over, like the offense was just overwhelmingly great across 60 minutes or whatever you want to call it. It wasn't like that. It was just you got something from everybody. You got something from everybody. And that's what you got tonight. Block punt, block field goal, pick 6. That's a recipe for a win. That's a recipe for a win. The throw to Wilkie, the throw from Wilkie to Brownlee, great throw. Brownlee adjusted.
Okay.
Catch. I thought it was a great throw because I think he didn't try to. I don't think he tried to like put it where it could get. It was like, okay.
Hold on, which one you talking about?
I'm talking about the Brownlee catch where Brownlee had to come back.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like basically Brownlee had to contest for the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes in terms of passing game, you gotta sometimes adjust and adapt to what is delivered.
Mm-hmm.
So Wilkie got it out. Brownlee had to adjust. They thought it was a PI on Brownlee, but it wasn't. He readjusted. D-back was just too small.
Okay.
Catch, touchdown.
It was another one. It wasn't for a tub.
I missed that one.
Brownlee was double covered.
Okay.
And they interfered with Brownlee. And and your boy Wilkins still dropped it in the pocket.
Oh, you talking about the one late?
It was later.
Yeah. I did see that. Yeah.
Brownlee a bad motherfucker, man.
He big dude, talented.
Yeah. I know he hated the superback stuff, T.
Of course he did.
He needed somebody to throw him that ball.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
And he could be slick a steal if he hits that draft time. I mean, he could be a steal.
Mm-hmm.
He could be a steal because he just understands how to adjust and adapt. It's not like he's had, the greatest of quarterbacks throwing to him over his career, but he's had to make plays and he continues to make plays. But it's 3 phases to this game, and that's the key. That was the key to this win tonight. And there was no point in the game where you saw Southern Miss and you said, and you didn't think they didn't believe that they could win this game. They knew they could win this game. Even when they went down, was it 14-0? I believe it was.
Yeah.
Even when they went down 14-0, it was still like, we know what we got over here on this sideline, and we can deliver. And that to me is a big kudos to Will Hall and just the energy he's put into that program right now. And these guys were not favored. I mean, these guys were getting 12 points basically for this game. And they dominated on 3 phases of the game. And it's a rivalry game. I forgot about the whole rivalry aspect of it and the old Conference USA days. I totally forgot about that. And just totally didn't
We ain't
remember.
got many rivals to you. All we
Yeah,
had
I know.
was Tulane and Memphis, I think.
I know. TCU probably would consider us a rival the year we took them out of the BCS, but that's another story. But
and then maybe I think Ant said La Tech. They consider La
yeah,
Tech.
yeah, La Tech, Tulane. Yeah, those teams they'll be rivals. But also too now, I mean, this is Will Hall's return back to Tulane, the school that he used to work for.
You could tell he was a little hype after that win. Too.
He wanted it. He wanted it.
He was a little hype down there.
He wanted it when he ran down to the end because he remember he saw he shunned the boy that about to throw the water on him. He stiffed on him.
That was about the best evading of the ice bucket that I've seen.
That's
nice. He went ahead and knocked it on the ground.
He did. I think he just didn't want to like show up Tulane. I kind of think that's what he was doing.
I ain't think about it like that.
I don't think he wanted to show up Tulane.
I thought he was like, hey, y'all, this like just, we ain't even made it to conference play yet. Cool out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't really did nothing yet. Cool out.
It could be. I took it as he just didn't want to show up Tulane on that field.
Oh, no, show them up.
I'm just saying, I think Will Hall just trying to be, like we supposed to be 3-1, but we just now 500. Mm-hmm. Like he just like, all right, everybody just calm down. Let's look at next week. We should have beat Liberty.
Don't remind me of that. Yeah,
exactly. So I think that's just what we got was a total team victory. We know who our starter is from now on. I don't think there's no change in this. I think you see what you see. You got what you got, and let's just go into conference play and see what happens. I mean, we already have seen this week James Madison, App State. Those are just 2 teams you just gonna have to deal with. Mm-hmm. James Madison just came back and beat App State, who beat Texas A&M at their place, App State. James Madison just rolled up and was down big and came back and beat Appalachian State today. So, hey, to be honest with you, the conference looks great. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you really look at it in the long view, between your App State, James Madison, Coastal Carolinas, Southerns, and all these teams in the conference right now in Sunbelt, hey, the Sunbelt Conference don't look bad. It does not look bad at all.
Right.
So, especially after A&M beat Arkansas today, which helps App State's case in a sense. It's just, hey, anybody can get got. That's the main thing. Mm-hmm. So, but Southern, the great win. We did it with 3 phases. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be key going forward. Is getting things from all facets of your team. So, hey, it wasn't no upset to me because I picked y'all to cover that. I picked y'all to get them 12.
No, don't say that.
What?
You paid them not to get beat. I mean, you picked them not to get beat by 12 and a half.
I really thought they could win the game. Honestly, I really honestly thought they could win this game.
Y'all see these betters, America? You see how these betters' mind work?
I just knew 12 was too much.
See there.
With the defense we got and the type of team we got that can roll on the road and come win this game. I mean, of course, it's a rivalry game. So, yeah, that piece into it. 12's too much. See there. I know Rick Ross and them says when 16 ain't enough.
Right.
The 12 was just too much.
All right, well, like I said, we should have beaten Liberty.
Yes,
Without
absolutely.
a doubt, we should have won that game.
Absolutely.
We had no business winning this one.
What
We weren't
is
supposed
you
to.
high, man?
No, what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is, if you just watching that game, if not for that special team doing their job, doing what they did, and that's part of the game. Like you said, 3 phases. They got to come to the party. But if you just look at the other phases, minus the pick 6, them boys had 450 yards total offense on us. We had 253.
That's okay.
They had 239 through the air. We had 194.
That's okay.
They had 211 on the ground. For all this talk about Mr. Gore Jr., we had 59 yards on the ground.
Okay.
The super back stuff is strictly because he don't want to do that. Will Hall does not want to play that kind of football. I see that now. He does not want to play like that. Okay. So 25 first downs for them to our 13. Like, they ran 76 plays to our 52. They had 36 minutes of possession to our 23. They dominated us in everything but special teams, for real. And then Cug gave up their pick 6.
Empty calories. How about that? How about that? Will you take that one?
I'll take the win.
Empty
I'll take it.
calories.
It's on the road. Like I said, Southern Miss, man, really ain't got no feverish, right? Southern Miss doesn't have a Ole Miss versus State. They don't have a Jack State versus Alcorn.
No.
You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody that I ever felt like going to Southern Miss I want to talk shit to about a game. You know what I'm saying?
But now to their defense though.
But this supposed to be a rivalry, and so I would definitely take it on the road.
But see, this is the thing. Let me just throw a little history out here because I'm gonna go back to my days of yore, if you will.
All right.
When I went to Southern, and I remember having to go to this introduction or this little panel thing, and they were talking to the voice of Southern Miss, and I can't remember his name, forgive me, but he was our voice. He was the guy that was our announcer and been there for years, and he was talking about how teams didn't want to play us when we was nice. The in-state teams didn't want to deal with us when we was nice.
Mm-hmm.
When we was like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's sweet to come see us, because we ain't that no more. And that's what I'm saying. These schools need to stop acting like, we wasn't like that. You never came around the block to see what you were like when we was like that. You see what I'm saying?
But they always the black sheep of the PWI family.
Of course.
They just the black sheep.
That's okay. And it's geography lottery. I get it.
Yeah,
I got it.
That
but
too. But
I think it's just, you take it, man. Look,
I'll take the dub.
If you affected the game in 3 phases and you got points from the defense, you scored when you needed to, and you got stops when you needed to. When you do that, it don't matter what Tulane do. Tulane throw 755 and just toss it all around the yard. But if you ain't doing nothing with the rock to score, then to me, Tulane need to go do some retooling.
Right.
Because when they favor you by 12, that said to me that everybody in America said we wasn't like that.
That's a considerable spread. It ain't Alabama Vandy spread.
No,
but 12 and a half is a considerable spread.
Man, that's a lot. They're saying we just gonna walk in the door and lay down. And look, if you lost the first quarter, you would have been like, well, we was right.
And see, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't looking good, but maybe that goes to the coaches, keeping the guys motivated, keeping guys focused on their job, and making effort play. You go block some kicks, that's effort.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And probably a brain fart by the other team too, because you gotta block stuff up. But that excuse me, I apologize. But that's great effort by our guys. For real. Now, Clarion Ledger calling this the biggest win in the Will Hall era.
No, slow down now. Slow
Now,
down. Slow down. Just slow down, Clarence
so
Ledger.
you ain't been that many wins now.
We doing too much.
So you ain't been that many
We
wins now.
doing too much. We doing too much. We doing too much. We doing too much. Listen, let me tell you why we need to slow down. Okay. We got to play Troy next week.
Well, no, we on a bye week.
Oh, bye week. I'm sorry. 10-8. So we got Troy in a couple weeks. We got Arkansas State. That's just not gonna be easy.
Mm-hmm.
Coastal Carolina, gotta go on the road to them. They're 4-0 right now.
Mm-hmm.
South Alabama is tough. That's gonna be a tough one.
Okay.
South Alabama ain't laying down.
Mm-hmm.
So there's games on the schedule that if we don't walk in the door playing like like we played today, where we affect the game in different ways, we're gonna get rolled out of the building. So we've got to be that type of team. That we've got to be a team. It ain't like offense carriers, defense carriers. It ain't like that.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get it from all sides. I think today, last I saw, I think we had 3 sacks in this game. Might have been 4. But defensively, we were pressuring Pratt. We forced a pick 6.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. That's the way we've got to win games. We can't do it strictly on offense alone. We don't have that kind of offense.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get field position. If you asking us to go 90 yards and score, nope. It ain't happening. We ain't Tecmo Bowl.
See, I'm going back and reviewing last year's schedule. That's what I'm over here doing.
Go ahead.
Clarence Ledger might be right.
Clarence Ledger smoke crack.
T, we ain't got that many wins. Look, okay.
Okay, if we beat Coastal Carolina on the road.
We won 3 games last year. Okay. Last year, we beat La Tech, 35-19. Okay. All right, you taking that victory or you taking this over Tulane?
Where were we at La Tech game?
At La Tech.
I might take the La Tech victory.
Over this?
Because I want to say La Tech was much better last year.
Mm-hmm.
They were a very good team last year, if I'm not mistaken. They actually had like a nice squad out there.
Okay. We beat Grambling. That was the first victory earlier in the year. I skipped over that. And we beat FIU last year.
Yeah, and FIU just got blitzed by like Western Kentucky today.
And so then this year we beaten Northwestern State and Tulane.
Don't do us like that.
Your people at Clarence Ledger might be right.
Tell Clarence Ledger, slow down. Too much. No. This is a good victory because Tulane was undefeated. Let's for the people. Tulane was undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
But they beat Alcorn.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Kansas State, which was a quality win. I think
pros Kansas State.
Well, Kansas State also is at this point tonight. Last I checked, they were up on Oklahoma. Who's right? Last I checked.
So check that.
Yeah, I believe I'm pretty sure Kansas State was up on Oklahoma last I checked when we was. Matter of fact, they beat Oklahoma. Let's do that. They just beat Oklahoma tonight, number 6 team in the country.
You know how I feel about Oklahoma, T.
And Tulane just beat Oklahoma. Tulane beat Kansas State. So
are you lending credence?
No, I'm not.
To Clarence Ledger.
Here's what I'm gonna say. Tulane, Kansas State got caught looking across to next week, and that's how they got. Mm-hmm. I do think Southern Miss knows that they can play with teams confidence off of the Miami game. I think they saw some things from that game that worked. And they said, okay, we may not have the exact same talent, but we can play with teams. We can beat the Tulanes. We can beat the Liberties. We can beat the Arkansas States, South Alabama's, La Techs, whatever you want to call it. We can beat these teams. Mm-hmm. Just got to come show up. We got to pull up. We got to pull up with our mind right. If our mind ain't right, we gone. We out the room. That's where we are.
Well,
This ain't an upset. I expect we should if we were 2-1 coming in this game, this wouldn't be an upset. That's my thought on it. That's the way I look at this. If we would beat Liberty, we had beat Liberty.
mm-hmm.
Granted, the Miami showing had some really good sparks, but we lost. But again, we showed up, we played, we competed.
Mm-hmm.
Then you roll over, we rolled Northwestern State, and then you come to this one, 2-1 and 3-0. It looks different. We were 1-2 walking into this game, so okay, it's an upset, but it wasn't upset to me. We got the talent to beat Tulane. We can do that.
Well, we did do that, but
Done.
It did take. And I want to shout him out. It did take Coach Greg Myers' unit to get it done. Special teams coach. So shout out to Greg Myers.
Shout out to the D coordinator.
Shout out to your unit. Our defense coordinator.
Youngest coordinator in the
29 years old. Now I did not know that little nugget.
29 years old.
We got a young blood down there.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah. I give them a shot. We gave up a lot of yards, but shout out to them for I guess bending and not breaking.
That's it.
And finally getting that pick six
down
at the end. Okay.
You can get 80 yards, but you can't get the whole 100. That's how we
had to keep the momentum going though. Okay. You got a bye week. Gotta be some good, get your rest or whatever. Enjoy.
Nice.
Don't enjoy Hattiesburg too much after this win. So don't enjoy it too much, all right? But got a bye week coming and got to get prepared for Troy. All right, so America, y'all chime in and tell us what y'all thought about Southern Miss's victory against Tulane. Did y'all consider it an upset? Were the casinos just being disrespectful with that 12.5-point spread? Okay. Or do you agree with my brother that this was no upset? This was what should have happened in the first place. Also, do you agree with Clarence Ledger that this is the biggest win so far in the Will Hall era? Put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?